Good afternoon, everyone. I want everyone to just take a moment and imagine a society where fewer people return to prison, communities receive better mental health support, and public safety improves because resources are invested in prevention rather than punishment alone. While that vision may seem idealistic, research shows that many of these outcomes are achievable through prison reform and strategic reallocation of some police funding toward community services. Today, I will explain why the United States should pursue prison reform and redirect portions of police budgets towards programs that address the root causes of crime. These changes can reduce recidivism, improve public safety, and create stronger communities. To begin, we must acknowledge that our current criminal justice system faces significant challenges. The United States incarcerates more people than almost any other nation in the world. According to the Prison Policy Initiative, millions of Americans are currently involved in the criminal justice system. This level of incarceration comes at a tremendous social and economic cost. Another major issue is recidivism. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, many individuals released from prison are arrested again within several years. This pattern suggests that incarceration alone often fails to address the underlying causes of criminal behavior. In addition, police officers are frequently expected to respond to situations involving mental illness, homelessness, and substance abuse. The National Alliance on Mental Illness reports that mental health conditions are often involved in law enforcement encounters. Yet, police officers are not always trained mental health professionals. These challenges demonstrate that our current system needs utmost improvement. The important solution is prison reform. Prison reform focuses on rehabilitation rather than just punishment alone. Research conducted by RAND Corporation found that incarcerated individuals who participate in educational programs are significantly less likely to return to prison after release. Education gives people valuable skills and increases employment opportunities. Rehabilitation programs can also address substance abuse, trauma, and mental health issues. When individuals receive treatment and counseling, they are better prepared to reintegrate into society and become productive members of their community. Prison reform also benefits taxpayers. Every time someone returns to prison, taxpayers bear the cost of housing, feeding, and supervising that individual. When rehabilitation programs reduce recidivism, the costs decline. Formerly incarcerated individuals can instead contribute to the economy through employment and community involvement. As important as prison reform is, we must also consider ways to prevent crime before it even occurs. This brings us to the discussion of defunding the police. The phrase itself can be so controversial, but many advocates do not mean eliminating police departments. Instead, they support reallocating a portion of police funding towards services that may be better equipped to handle certain situations. For example, mental health professionals can often respond more effectively to behavioral crisis than armed officers. A frequently cited example is the CAHOOTS program in Eugene, Oregon, which sends crisis workers and medical professionals to many non-violent emergency calls. This approach allows police officers to focus on more serious crimes while trained specialists are able to address the mental health concerns. Additionally, investments in education, housing assistance, youth programs, and violence prevention initiatives can address many of the social conditions associated with crime. Research from Brennan Center for Justice indicates that social and economic investments contribute to crime reduction. When communities have access to mental health care, stable housing, quality education, and employment opportunities, fewer people become involved in the judicial system in the first place. Prevention is often more effective and less expensive than punishment. At this point, some people may worry that reducing police budgets could make communities less safe. That concern deserves consideration. However, the goal is not to eliminate law enforcement. The goal is to ensure that the right professionals respond to the right situations and that communities receive the resources needed to prevent crime before it even starts. A balanced approach recognizes that police officers play an important role in public safety while also acknowledging that many social problems require specialized solutions beyond traditional law enforcement. In conclusion, our criminal justice system faces serious challenges, including high incarceration rates, recidivism, and over-reliance on police to address social issues. Prison reform offers opportunities for rehabilitation, education, and successful re-entry. Strategic reallocation of some police funding toward community service can address root causes of crime and improve public safety. By supporting evidence-based reforms that prioritize prevention and rehabilitation, we can create safer communities, reduce incarceration, and build a more effective and equitable justice system. Thank you.